Okay, hello, it's me, Paigeofmaces, and welcome back to Magical Diary. Dun, dun, dun. And where we left off, we just finished more or less the last month. Oh, no, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Alright, where we left off, we were just going for a walk around campus. We have also, just manoeuvring, getting comfortable. Trying to find some way of comforting myself because it's hurting my legs sitting like this a little bit. So I decided to go for a walk around campus. As I'm wandering around the buildings, I notice a tall figure tossing a ball in the air and catching it. Also, I apologise for the length of the last video, that I kind of got a little bit carried away. As I got closer, I realised that I'm wrong. He's not throwing it and catching it, he's not touching it at all. William points his wand at the ball, holding it suspended in midair. With a flick of his wrist, and just a twist, I forgot how the rest of the song goes. He sends it flying upwards, where it eventually reverses course and comes back down again to be caught when he manages to line up the tip of his wand with the falling sphere. What are you doing? Control exercise. Is that hard? It's a matter of keeping your focus, keeping your rhythm, and not using too much force, or it'll get away. If you want to show off, you can do this with an egg. It makes it more obvious when you miss. Can I try that with the ball? If you really want to, catch. He flicks the ball high up into the air and steps out of the way. The muster of energy to push against the ball as it's falling. It slows, then starts to rise, then fall, then rise. I can push it, but I can't balance the energy enough to hold it still. After a moment, it gets loose and falls away at an angle. Oops. Hey, don't worry about it. You're only a freshman. This is upper class stuff. You're not supposed to be able to do it. That's true, William's a senior. Not only is he a senior, he's class president. I bet he's really good at magic. You're better for practicing spells and meant for your level. Especially right now, if you know what I mean. Huh? You'll find out. He winks and goes to pick up his ball. Practice. I suppose I should go back to my dorm and think about what I'm going to do next week. Okay, next week. Let's focus on red magic. Not dorm room. Continue yawns and stretches. Time for another week of the grind. Wait! Huh? What? Well, the first big exam is this week, right? Sure. Who's giving the exam? What are we expected to know? When does it happen? No idea. Aren't we supposed to know these things? Your family? Oh, your family! Virginia waves a hand dismissively. Secrets, all kinds of secrets. William says if he tells me what's on the test, then the test wouldn't be fair. Well, it would be wrong of him to tell you the answers. That's cheating, and William would never do that. But you must know something. What kind of tests are they? Do you have to write essays or fight duels? Look, all I know is about casting spells, that's it. Now come on, we have to pick up our schedules for the week. Right, sleep. Right. No, we're not going to sleep, we're going to keep doing this. Done. Success gain 2 red magic, 2 stress. Spark. Do you want success gained? 1 magic skill, 1 stress. I wake up in the middle of the night and can't remember why. Oh. Right, someone's talking in her sleep. Oh, William. Is Ellen having a dream about... Wait, no, that's Virginia's voice calling her brother's name. Do I want to know what she's dreaming about? The anti-venom is creamy. What? No, I probably don't want to know. I'm going back to sleep. Activity, red magic. Success, 1 red magic, 1 stress. That kind of went a bit slower than normal. 1 red magic. Oh, it's him again. I'll be holding an extra review session after class for students wishing to prepare for tomorrow's exams. It's up to you whether or not you choose to attend. Do I want to be stuck with him for more hours today? Study session. Go to the study session. We get 1 extra bit of smart, I believe. The room is slightly too small for all the anxious freshmen clustering in. From the whispers I overhear, it seems that no one knows what the test is going to cover, only that it takes place tomorrow. Professor Gravinair's appearance doesn't settle anyone's nerves. Open your notebooks if you have them. This is not a quiz. It's for your own benefit. If you do not know the answer, look it up or ask someone. I scoot over to where I can peek at Ellen's notes. They're better organised than mine. When I was at school, I rarely took notes, or they were incredibly out of order, and it was terrible. I was not a good student. People that are watching this do not be like me. Do good notes, even if it's boring to do so. Mostly mine were just full of drawings of things that I was drawing, full of my cartoony doodles and various other things. I was not a good student. Although I didn't really fail any exams. And I did manage to go from a U in history to a C, which was pretty impressive when I was doing my GCSEs, even if I did kind of fail at A-level. But that's because the course was boring. We were just doing the same things we did the year before, and the teacher was an arsehole. He looked like Mr. Tumnus, but he really just really wasn't that great a teacher. And if you're studying the same things over and over again, which was the Weimar Republic, America between the wars as well, and other stuff, like if we'd just studied some other bits that were in the textbooks we got given, I would have probably done a hell of a lot better. They were actually interesting subjects. But I digress. I like history, but the teachers I had were a bit rubbish. If you have paid any attention to your schoolwork up to this point, you should be aware of the broad range of magic within the pentachromatic system. Mr. Arias, if I wish to cast a spell that would make a beast's fur fall out, what colour of magic would I use? Green, sir? I should hope that you know that much without needing to ask my approval. So Maces, what colour of magic would you transform a lump of coal into a diamond? Who? Lucer? Why are you so hesitant? Yes, the use of magic of change would suffice. Continuing his fame, putting individual students on the spot to answer questions about the application of each colour of magic. Suddenly his voice cuts off in the middle of a sentence. Mr. Danson. Yes, sir? I do not appear to have need of these revisions. You're excused. You may find more challenging material to occupy you this Saturday in detention. Yes, sir. He leaves the room. What was that about? I didn't see him do anything. It's too crowded in here to be sure. I hope all this revision is worth it. It's wearing me out. Stress and smarts increased by 1. Yeah, we are getting quite tired. We'll take a break next week. I awaken to a knock on the door. Looking around the room, I notice Virginia hasn't stirred at all. Ellen's awake, but she shakes her head frantically when I meet her eyes. I guess it's up to me to answer that. My roommates. So useless. Such a useless bunch of roommates. I pull on my robe and go to see who it is. Joyous morning to you, Paige. Hi. I came by to deliver your exam schedules. This is a solo exam, so each student has a separate time slot. Report to the listed room at the time indicated to receive further instructions. Further instructions separate times? The exam process is very unusual. Please pass the schedules to your roommates. She waves and goes on her way. Activity, red magic. Woo, 20. Slash. That's all way. The instructor said to be at this room at this time. The door's still closed and I can't see inside. Someone else might be still in there taking their test. This is going to hurt. I don't like this. Well, too bad. I don't want to be penalised penalised for being late. I rap quietly but firmly on the door. And then the whole world goes surreal. What happened? Where am I? You are now in the dungeon level 1, layout 5B. What? Who said that? Nothing. Pay no attention to the Gravinair behind the curtain. The exit from this dungeon lies beyond the wall in front of you. There are no doors into the room. You must use magic in order to escape. Good luck. What magic? What am I supposed to do? No one answers. This must be the mysterious test no one would tell us about. What happens if we fail? Are we stuck down here forever? Bricked up like the cask of Amontillado? Surely even Professor Gravenor wouldn't be that awful. So I have to use magic. What kind of magic? I only get one choice. Let's go with red, because that's the best score we've got. Red magic is for blasting. If I blast through the wall, I can get out. It's simple, so I try that. Nothing. Well, something, but not enough. The wall is still there. Should I try again? Whoa! I'm back in the school. 3, 2, 1. You're back in the room. A mediocre effort. Thoroughly predictable. Sir? With sufficient practice, you would be able to blast your way through an ordinary wall, Miss Paigeofmaces. However, if you had been captured by an enemy, the obvious course of action would be the one to trigger most unpleasant consequences. Please attempt to think more creatively in the future. Dismissed. I walk out into the hallway with my head spinning. Well, I guess I passed at least. What a strange school. Sorry, I'm fiddling with my hoodie. So, how about the exam, huh? How do you do? Okay, I guess. I blew up the wall, mostly anyway. Oh, Gravy said that's a boring answer, but I thought it was fun. What about you, Ellen? Well, I just teleported back out again. Ha! That makes sense. What did you think the other exams would be like? More dungeons? Probably. Weird how the exams are more fun than the classes, huh? I don't think they are. Eh? So what are you guys doing today? At that moment there's a knock on the door. Is that the allowances? Why didn't they just push them in? I'll go check. In the hallway by a door I see a small stack of envelopes. The normal ones with the allowances in them, also a large brown padded envelope addressed to me. My parents sent me something. I go back inside and hand out the money to the other girls. What have you got there? Something from my parents? I don't know. It's absolutely covered in tape. It's going to take me minutes to get this open. It's going to take me a few minutes to get it open. It'll still be there later, I guess. Maybe I'd rather look at it without my roommates around anyway. What should I do today? Let's go to the mall. To the mall, to the mall. What should I do with the mall today? Magic store. Let's go get those glasses. Virginia's vague directions in mind set up in search of the magic store. This branch of the mall looks like a dead end. There's only one shop front. It's blacked out with the coming soon sign on the door. As I get closer, a patch of wall blurs and shimmers to reveal the second door, but with a star of marvellous magical accoutrements. We can get the glasses, or we can get wacky glasses, or we can get... we can't get a wand. What do the fairy wings do again? These sparks see through and attach to a rope. Also is a real thing. Cute, plus 10. It's a bit silly for 10, and I think that gives you 10 weird? Weird 10. No. What did the fairy set give me? Okay, we switch around 1 nature. Strength 5, green magic 25 cost. Okay, that seems a bit more useful. But we want to get protective gear first of all. Second of all, glasses first, protective gear. What the halo do? Sort of another word magic. So it seemed like the best thing to get was the wiggle wand, protective gear, and the glasses. So I'll do that. Adding an air of sophistication. Smart plus 5. Yes. Purchase glasses in order to gain the benefits I can afford. Yeah, I know. Time shopping. Time shopping! Just adjust myself again. Sorry, Jenna. Just accidentally kicked a tail. When my roommates are out, I pull out the package my parents sent me. Not a package, really, it's just a box. It's just a big envelope wrapped in tape. I tried for a while to pull out the tape off, but it's not coming. Eventually, I pull out some nail clippers and use them to make a small hole and tear it apart. Inside is a letter and a small newspaper, my old school paper, and a stack of photographs. There's Mum and Dad waving at me at my house, my backyard. They haven't forgotten me after all. It'll be quite a while before I get to go home, but not until Thanksgiving. They're not really that far away. If they needed me, they can come and get me. I've been here for about a month now. I guess I'm getting used to this. Alright, inventory. Glasses. Put on. moving it on. Okay, then next week. Flick the page open. We're nearly finished. Nearly finished September. Hey, you guys, are either of you interested in running for class office? Like president? I don't think. What do you have to do to run? No much, you just have to tell the teachers by the end of this week you want to run. And by the end of next week everyone votes. You have to have a clean record, no demerits. That rules me out. Don't worry, we can do it again next time. Still got 2 more chances. Unless you know how to get rid of demerits. There must be some way to embarrass your record. Maybe you could ask one of the professors to let you do an extra credit project. You won't catch me asking for extra work. Anyway, there are only 2 provisions for the freshman class: president and treasurer. The upper classes have more because they do more events and stuff. The freshman officers don't do anything. I'm sure they do something, just not as much. Like the junior class in charge of the prom, and that's a big deal. And the same people who run the prom in junior year have to run initiation and start the next year. Elections haven't been held yet. It's a ton of work. It's much easier for freshmen. You probably just have to go to meetings with the teachers and nod a lot. Then why does that girl keep nodding all the time? We keep saying all these outrageous things that take more and more students' rights away, and all she does is nod. What a strange girl. Oh, wait a minute, she's asleep. Oh dear. So, are you interested? No, no one would vote for me. Well, that's why I'm asking. See, Minnie Cochran is obviously going to win president, so it's not even worth trying for that. But the treasurer position is still open. Hassel as Jacob thinks he can win it easy. So I want someone else to win. Anyone else. Williams is running for president in his class again this year, so it's perfect. He can endorse a freshman candidate, and they're sure to win. I'm not sure that's... Why don't you run? No way. Class officers have to meetings deal with teachers to see them way too much of them in class anyway. Speaking of which, we need to pick our classes for the week. Alright, let's carry on with red. Oh, actually, let's do some blue and then do some sleep. And sleep. Get to sleep. Activity red magic. 1 red magic skill, 1 stress. When I get back to my room late this afternoon, the others are already there and they don't look happy. What's going on? Horrible Donald left a box of cat poop on our doorstep during class. It was really mean. Ew. Where did he get that from? Some of the old students have pets. He must have got someone to help. Should we try to find out who? No, this is between him and me. And the professors. He's so going to get it for this. I'm going to tell on him. He's going too far. He has to stop. It's pretty hard to forgive a joke like that. Why am I suddenly speaking Australian? Stop it. It's pretty hard to forgive a joke like that. Going out of his way to get hold of and then leaving it on the doorstep? That's awful. At least it wasn't on fire. Activity red magic. Gained 3 red magic. Skill 3 stress. Red magic. 2 red magic 2 stress. True sight. Okay, that's good. Class dorm room. I'm getting ready for dinner when someone knocks on the door. Donald! Hey! Virginia's not here. I was looking for you. Want to earn some easy merits? How? Come with me. Go with Donald. Okay, go with Donald. Okay, where are we going? Outside. When we get outside, I see a large stack of clay pots and some tools by one of the flower beds. Oh, there you are. Yes, ma'am, and I brought a friend. That's lovely. It's wonderful to see students working together. Now I brought you some trowels. You should break up the soil in a circle around each plant when you move it. Make sure to keep a good sized root ball attached. Small damage doesn't matter. I'll be coaxing the little ones along once we get them into the new nests. As long as you keep them in one piece, they'll be fine. I'll be back in and out to see how you're getting on. Enjoy! She smiles and walks away, followed by the sound of tinkling bells. So what exactly are we doing? Digging up flowers and putting them in pots. Why? So they can plant different flowers in the same place. What was wrong with the old ones? It's their time of the month. Oh, so they're separating the flowers off so there's no flower sexy time? Ew. What? Gotcha! We're doing it because Postown wants it done, that's all. He lifts his nose into the air and speaks in a crackly, high-pitched voice, waving his hands about. The greater interest and lower harmony are served by moving every pedestal 208 degrees with a shin sparkly. Oh, I hope I pulled that off. Okay. I laugh. Anyway, grab a trowel and let's get moving. This shouldn't take too long. Okay. Randomly going into Ellen's voice then. I pick up one of the tools and crouch beside the flower bed. Do you do gardening at home? I mowed some lawns, that's about it, but how hard can it be? I like outdoor stuff. Lou didn't want to get dirt under his nails, but I figured you would. He thinks I like dirt. So it's cool. I like to help. My dad loves gardening, so occasionally I will help him out. It's quite fun. It's rather quite fun, although it's somewhat painful if you are cutting down a holly tree and you don't have gloves on. You've got to take points where you can. What do we get for this? 10 merits. Each? Better be. Just don't sit there, dig. Digging up plants is hot, messy work, but it's not really difficult. It's easy to let my mind wander, remembering the garden behind my house, the mud pies I made as a kid. Donald turns to be an efficient worker, moving flowers into pots with a minimum of fuss. I wondered for a while what he was going to try and put dirt down my robe when I wasn't looking, but he seems focused on the task at hand. Hey, look what I found. He holds out his hand. A snail shell? A whole snail, I think. I don't see... They sleep during the day. Pokes a hole in some loose dirt with his finger and sets the shell inside it. Be careful with the trowel just in case there are more under there. Oh, he's sweet too. Oh, are these supposed to be snails here? Why not? No reason. I guess I just don't know much about snails. After a while, my back starts to hurt and I've got muck all over my skirt. But we've finally got the flowers into pots. Wonderful. Thank you so much for your help. 10 minutes for each of my little gnomes. You're welcome. Now to get back to the hall and wash my hands. Ew, snail poop on my fingers. Although, speaking of gardening, I did actually once see snail eggs in this little thing. They were really weird looking. See if I reduce your stress. Whoa, after class. So are you gonna do it? I don't think... Ah, come on. I'm not the sort of person. Paige, you're gonna run for treasurer? I can't, you have a clean record, remember? Right. I'll just have a look somewhere else then. Manuel. She leaves the room. Ellen sits on her bed and brushes back her hair. Ow, my legs. Stop it. Stop it. You can hold this position for a while, damn it. There we go. Brushes back her hair. Such a strange thing to get so worked up over. Well, she's very competitive. If it really matters so much, she ought to do it herself instead of trying to get everyone else to do it for her. I shrug. I suppose. Do you think her brother would do what she says? Promote someone just because she wants him to? Probably she's his baby sister. He looks out for her. He's so sweet. Oh, he is he? And have you got a crush on William? What? No. Maybe. She sighs and flops back onto the bed. Yes. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not a good idea. You can't have him. He's mine. You can't have him. He's mine. He's not. He doesn't have a girlfriend. How'd you know that? I asked. Ooh, bad move, girl. Well, I might not be dating him yet, but I intend to. He's cute, and I saw him first. You did not. This is stupid. This is none of your business anyway. We could duel over him. I was only teasing. It was just a stupid joke anyway. You look sad. I thought it would be funny. But it's not, because I know what I am. What do you mean? Guys don't want girls like me. They want someone pretty who likes makeup and dancing and pouts until she gets away. No, they don't. They find that abhorrent. Pouting is annoying. Well, I think some of them do. I think most of the guys that I know don't really like those sort of typical girly girls. Well, I could be wrong. I don't think girls like that. Guys are human. They're not all the same. They want different things. Exactly, Magical Diary Paige. Jenny's not even 13 yet, and she's already got boys chasing after her. Boys think of me as just a rock with hair, a useless fuzzy lump. No, come on. You're not a rock with hair. 2 rocks with hair. Over the shoulder, boulder holder. William is nice, but he would never. Don't you like him? He's wrong for you. Wait and see. Tell him you like him. If you like him, you should tell him. No! What's the worst that can happen? He says no, then you know, you don't have to worry about it anymore. And what if he likes you, and you're just wasting time not knowing it? It's not very likely. You never know unless you try. I like it when she smiles. She needs to do that more often. We're horses. We're supposed to be daring. Shake our manes all over the place. That didn't work very well. Damn me putting my hair into ponytails. You're cute and clever and sweet. You're not hopeless. Maybe he likes you. Maybe he doesn't. There's only one way to find out. Fight! Oh, Harry Hill's TV burp. That show was amazing. It's a shame it's not on anymore, but he kind of got annoyed with it, so I guess. But that he's doing stuff that he likes than stuff that he doesn't. I'll think about it. Virginia stretches and yawns. So are you and William working on your plan to take over the class today? Don't know why I'm hitting myself here. I read that how quickly I didn't whack my head against my wall. Well, we can't today, exactly. Why not? He's not here. What do you mean he's not here? Oh yeah, we know this bit. We're not going to get any mystery pie this time. So we can fast forward. Obviously. What's the date today? October 5th. Direction. Okay, right. Okay, right. This is where we can start doing Big Steve as well now. So let's just fast forward. Saturday, blah 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 blah. Go to the mall. Take off the fast forward. Let's go to the Games Arcade. There are a few style video games, but blah 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 blah. Play pinball. Find a way over to a roll of pinball machines. I know Big Steve playing pinball again. He's a senior. Why isn't he off partying with the others? Last time I tried to talk to him, I didn't get very far. If I want to know anything, I have to be pushy. Pest him. Hey, Big Steve! Hey, Big Steve! He grunts in acknowledgement without taking his eyes off the game. How are we not at the apple festival?
Don't like apples?
How can you not like apples? Apples are awesome! But you do like pinball. Your shoulders twitch in a vague shrug. Why are you so obsessed with playing pinball anyway? He's a pinball wizard. I can't remember how the rest of the song goes.
It's practice.
Practice for what?
Bounders.
It's bounders.
You don't know?
That's why I asked.
It's the greatest game ever invented. A challenge of mind and body, magic and reflexes. Of course you're a wild seed.
So are you going to explain that or what? For the first time, something approaching a present expression crosses his face.
It's a form of formalised magical dueling. Just you and your opponent attempting to get the silver sphere past the defences and into your opponent's goal.
So you just use magic to push the ball around? His hand looks really weird as well. It's such off-male hands. That looks quite weird.
Sphere. Balls don't hover in midair.
That's true, I guess. He grins.
Yeah, but you can push it directly. The real skill is in defence and disruption. A whirlwind to divert the sphere, a wall of fire to protect the goal, a swarm of bees, not the bears! Or a lightning storm to distract your opponent.
Isn't that dangerous?
A little. That's why there are rules and referees. No direct attacks that would be lethal or crippling if blocked. No area of effect spells that extend more than 50 feet beyond the playing area. And of course, green and white plagues are right out.
White plagues? How would that work?
The referees will shield the spectators if necessary. I remember the first time I saw Williker summon his frontman Tsunami. Splashed all over the protective shield.
Do we play this game at school?
Of course not. It's a game for masters, not children. We play pinball. It's useful training. It exercises the hand and the eye. Helps build up an instinctive understanding of physics and reactions.
I see. Having apparently said as much as he's willing to, he returns attention to the game. I suppose with this information in my mind, I can view pinball in a new light. Let's play. Woohoo! Stress decreases by 3, smile increases by 1. Almost up to 30 smart. Okay, next week. What should we do this week? Right, we want to sort of do a mixture of these, because I want to try and get that true sight and no fast speak. Fast speak. Activity, red magic. Then we'll focus entirely on red magic. Blast. Blast! Damn, and blast it! As I crossed the campus on my way to breakfast, I noticed there were a lot of clumps of people standing out around here. What's going on? Hello, Paigeofmaces, right?
Hello, Paigeofmaces, right?
I see Minnie Cochrane, a freshman from Butterfly Hall that I've only met in passing. Her hair is a colour like cinnamon and her eyes could be called chocolate if you're Virginia and obsessed with food. Hi.
You're one of Virginia's roommates. She's a lot of fun, isn't she? I've been meaning to get to know you for a while. I'm sorry, I should have done more. Iris Academy is a wonderful place, but sometimes the powers forget how small the magical world is. They don't always do the best job of introducing the newcomers. That's one of the things I want to change. We need a class-wide events early in the year, not just parties, but a chance to learn about each other and all our different customs. That would help prevent misunderstandings, don't you think?
Before I can say a word, she continues.
If you have any questions or if you need help with any of the spells, you can find me in the school library every weekend. Also, the teachers sometimes list extra credit products in the library. It's an easy way to earn merits.
She extends her hands to me and by reflex I take it.
I hope I can count on your vote. I have so many ideas I want to put into practice.
My vote? Sure, wait, what? Let's go with sure. Sure.
Great!
After shaking my hand, she reaches to dig into a bag which she is carrying at her side and hands me a bit of yellow construction paper cut into the shape of a hand. It has Minnie Cochrane for President written on it, and a straight pin pushed in and out through the top.
You don't have to wear the badge, of course, but they're traditional, and sometimes it's important to respect tradition.
What did they do before they had construction paper? Construction parchment?
See you later. Remember, the library.
She waves and hurries off to her next target. Politics certainly looks like a lot of work. Activity, blue magic. 2 blue magic, 2 stress. Wednesday morning campaigning is in full swing. All the candidates, not just in my year, but the upperclassmen, have taken up positions in main quad, calling out to everyone who passes and handing them colourful bits of paper. It's loud and crowded and confusing. Some of the old candidates are spraying magical sparkles over their heads, which try and draw more attention to themselves, which just makes it worse.
Angela for president.
Kurgan for secretary. Vote for Jacob! I'm buffeted from place to place and decorated with pins and ribbons, mostly from people I don't even know in elections not eligible to vote in. Class starts to sound like a welcome relief. Activity, red magic. Red magic, 1 stress. Almost up to 30. Da, 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 da. Activity, blue. 2 blue magic, 2 stress. Far sight. That's good. Now I want fast speak. Activity, red magic. Crush. Okay. Alright. I think after this I'm going to start just doing more stuff with those ones because I don't have any spells in there yet. Probably definitely going to need healing. After the activities on Friday, each class has a scheduled time to come into the gym where the officer and candidates will make their final speeches before the elections. Since we can't vote in the senior election, there's no reason for us to have to listen to the speeches or vice versa. The freshman site is the last one in the day. First up are the candidates for freshman class president. Minnie Cochran climbs onto the stage looking bright-eyed and enthusiastic. Sorry. My bum is starting to go numb. Numb bum. Okay, that's better. That's better. Minnie Cochran climbs onto the stage looking bright-eyed and enthusiastic and says a bunch of stuff about offering a helping hand to the other students. Everyone applauds. Then Suki Sato wanders up and starts talking about how she found a caterpillar that wants to turn into a lizard, instead of a moth or something like that. It's hard to follow. Oh, and apparently the spirits told her to run for president, or some spirits, she's not sure which ones.
Jin.
Everyone applauds, but not as loudly. After that comes the presentations for treasurer. Jacob Blazing, the blazing fire, struts up and gives a very brief speech on how money is obviously in safe hands with him, and he knows how to spend it too. He's not going to spend it on sheep or anything like that. Wait, that wasn't really Welsh. What the hell was that? Everyone claps and some guy even hoots in approval. Hoot. Ho, 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 ho. Little Manuel Arias from Toad Hall is next. He talks a little too quietly for me to hear his entire speech, but I think it's mostly about him being a hard worker who respects duty. The applause is polite but muted. Oh, I see why it looks so weird. They kind of have their hand cupped underneath their arm. At last it's time for the actual voting. Everyone lines up single file in the hallway leading to one of the classrooms. One at a time, we go inside to cast our vote. Each student is given a pencil and 2 pieces of paper containing the list of names for each office. You circle the name you want to vote for, then drop the paper into a box. President, I will vote for me. For treasurer, I will vote for Manuel. Right, that's it. Screw Jacob. After the votes are counted, we assemble again in the gym for the results. The position of freshman class treasurer will be held by Manuel Arias. And I'm proud to announce that this year's freshman class president will be Minnie Cochran. I'd like to thank you all for your hard work this week. Your students will make Iris Academy truly great. The teacher will be seeking out the newly elected officers today to discuss their positions. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. What should I do today? Okay, I think I'm going to leave that here for now, so I am Paigeofmaces. This is my Magical Diary. TTFN.